Hello, everybody, and welcome back to System Wasteland. This is going to be our last appearance of this background, as our lovely Silver. What's Silver? Lucas. Silver, playing Lucas, has made um, a real one that isn't just the Texas flag. You know, I could have drawn this. I could have drawn all of the background stuff for like this episode and special and all that, but I didn't. Anyway, this is a special bonus episode that will be going in between and being closer to the previous episode of Tapir rather than the next episode of my game. So, man, those. I forgot how terrible the Texas counties were. Sorry. Um, yeah. So, who are you?
It is I. I am Dominic Gano, aka the player Gunmetal Gator.
Dominic. I thought it was Dominic Cano.
Well, Gano,
On.
Gano. Gano is more Spanish inflection, you know?
Sure. Anyway, you flipped your coin. So that's the important part. Oh, right, I need to pull up your plotter as well. Anyway, so, you have gained your latest quest, Sultan of Shadows, experienced the Moment of Death, and you have gained a special token, the transportation token to the Temple of Shadows. You
Wait,
chose
no,
to flip the coin.
that wasn't the thing. That was my active quest right now about having to
Yes.
experience the moment of death. I have not
No,
done that yet.
I know. You will, though.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway. You flip your coin, and suddenly you are no longer in a parking lot. Because, that's where you were. You feel shadows wrap around, and suddenly you are removed from existence. Find yourself on a desolate plain. There are no plants. There is nothing around. Just a single mountain in front of you. The plain is covered in ash. The mountain has stairs built up the side of it. Directly.
I'll go up.
As you step on the stairs, you feel a sensation enter your body. You hear a whisper in your ear. Take another step. Another step. Our bone. Another step. With each step, another whisper of what sounds like scripture into your ear. As you look down, you realize that the steps are not made from wood or stone or anything normal. Each one is the ivory color of bone. Clean and carved. Various symbols.
What looks like I dropped for a bit.
What was the last thing you heard me say?
Something about like
Hello? You okay, buddy?
yeah, I'm good. Yeah, I'm good. Like it looks like my thing weirdly disconnected and reconnected just now.
Yeah. What was the last thing you heard me say?
I heard you say that every single time I kept on walking, I kept on hearing the bone of my sword, and then one more line, and then that's when we were cutting off.
Yeah, just a bunch of whispers coming from. It sounds like scripture, right? And as you walk, you realize that the steps are not made from stone or wood, but instead from bone. Each one carved with intricate patterns.
Hmm, this is very morbid.
As you walk slowly farther and farther up the mountain, time seems to not have, like, you don't feel that time is moving normally. It seems to have no meaning as you walk up. You feel a pressure in your heart as you walk forward, kind of depression, but something continues to draw you forward. Looking to the sides, the mountains no longer bare. Dead gravestones. But upon closer inspection, they too are not made of wood nor stone, but bone.
Hmm.
Till you reach the top of the hill. On the top of the mountain, you see a temple. It is built in Japanese style, in kind of like a ninja mansion.
All right.
It too is made from bone, covered in ash shadows.
Dang.
As you walk forward, you find three people standing in your. They are wearing cloaks. One white, one gray, and one black.
I approach since like that is all I could do in this given state. I simply like look amazed at like such decorum and wonder about like these three strangers that seem to be of elite status in this realm.
The
Just
central the central one in the gray robes takes his hood off. You see his face. His eyes are pitch black. His skin an ashen dark gray. His hair white and ears pointed like those of an oh.
um hi. I I hope I'm not interrupting something you three have been doing in here, you know?
Of course not. We've been waiting for you. It only took you a week to walk up the mountain.
That was a week?
Of course.
Well, I do have a bit of like an unwilling endurance to myself whenever I usually walk. It's just how I
Wonderful.
am.
You have passed the first trial. And the second. Welcome to the Temple of Shadows. I... Hmm, I suppose I shouldn't give you my name until you have passed all your trials. You may simply
Okay.
call me the Judge, for I am the
Alright.
judge of this planet.
Planet?
This is our 13th planet in your sector. The smaller one. It allows us complete control.
Hey. Intriguing note. Intriguing note indeed.
These are my subordinates. You may simply refer to them as Warden Executioner. So they gained names. They are my seconds in command. Leaders of their cohort.
Oh, that's interesting. I thought you all three would be of like the same rank of highness, but I guess not.
No. No. Well, you see, the judge is always the ruler. However, we cannot control everything. We are no autocracy, no divine right. No, the judge is a fair ruler. At least as long as I am the head of the court.
All right. Well, Judge, since you're the head honcho of this establishment, oh, sorry, I mean, ruling party of this planet, I'd like to inquire to you as to the reasons behind my first trial being so, how should I say this, vague of, or maybe not detailing the explanations behind why did I have to go and kill Mossy Clock?
Well, it's very simple. First, the system restricts information that we can give you. You are our new recruit. You are on a freshly integrated world. In fact, your entire solar system, galaxy, fairly fresh. Earliest planet in your galaxy integrated was a mere 3,000 years ago. But a blink in the eye, you're very new.
Uh huh. Like, so like, how many of like my people are you expecting to join this court? Actually,
Well, don't know how many will choose to join the court, and how many will choose to join the other wing. However, of the planet, we have sent invitations, total of about 500,000.
oh
Fairly small portion of your population. We
yeah.
suspect that perhaps 1 in 10 achieve what you have.
Mm, was there anyone else ahead of me?
You are about the 30.
Okay, that's a very clear picture now.
Is a mixture of affinity, ability willingness. The first got here within the first few seconds. The system believed that it was the right thing. He got one of your planet's limited titles.
Alright.
First kill.
Okay, that is not very concerning at all. I'm basically like covering my eyes.
He takes out a scroll. If I remember correctly, yeah, there it is. Was in your Asia region, however.
Okay, okay, that already gives me some hint about what sort of type of person they might be. Yep.
There are a lot less in your North America region. You will be the 5th.
Okay. Understood, understood.
If you are nearby someone else, you are expected to join them. However, it seems that no one is near you at the moment. You may be able to found a new corps.
Oh, that that's very interesting. Pray do tell, what sort of benefits does me being the establisher for a new court provide?
Well, until a hierarchy is created, you will be the de facto as long as you are in control of court's core.
Okay. In charge of the court core, yeah.
You see, we at the Shadow Temple, the Temple of Shadows, we are a meritocracy. We do not believe that you should be forced to listen to the ramblings or the orders of anyone. You must listen to that of the leader of your court, judge. For now, the leader of your court, your judge, will be your de facto leader. However, in the future, the leader must be the person with the highest level in the most appropriate class. Means someone who goes down one of the who goes down the path, who is the closest to attaining the specialized judge class.
I see. Okay. Oh. Mm-hmm.
You should learn scripture.
All right. I mean, I've always taken time to like learn some law and ethics and such in my free time. This shouldn't be any different.
He walks you down some steps and into one of the buildings. Is a has a tatami mat floor and paper walls. Inside there are 2 scrolls. These are all script. For now, you need only read their surface meaning. The 7 laws.
All right.
The first law. One must listen to the judge. The second law. The judge must listen to the jury, the prosecutor, and the defense attorney in order to make an appropriate decision.
Mm-hmm.
The third law. There are three branches: the court, the civilians, and the army.
Mm-hmm.
Fourth law. The army shall be placed under the court at times. Abide by the court decisions. Fifth law. The civilian arm of the temple shall be placed under the court and abide by its decisions. Sixth law. The shadow army shall always abide by order of command. Seventh law. The judge may only be deposed by someone of equal standing, equal ability. This is how we run.
Understood. Like I say this as like I'm putting down notes, writing it down like on a little notepad I keep like in my breast pocket. Like being quite studious, like listening to his every word, making sure I put full eye concentration on them while writing it quite profusely.
He nods at you. Good.
Mm-hmm. All right. So, like, even though you don't really tell me like the reasoning behind like my first trial and such, but I do have to wonder, like, when did you guys like first start? Were you like a conception like made near the beginning of the universe or the multiverse in a sense, or were you something of a newer idea
It is
recently?
impossible for us to know the time of the multiverse. The system is effectively infinite, so we have knowledge of it. The Shadow Court, Shadow Temple, one of the largest orders. However,
Alright.
it is centralized, unlike several of the sisters, the other organizations that are extremely large. I believe you will soon have interactions with a couple of other major organizations of the multiverse. The Holy Church and the Undead Republic.
Okay, now that one sounds interesting.
The Holy Church of Infinite Scriptures, also simply known as the Holy Church, is an organization that decides to bring in new faiths to increase its core. The Church of Infinite Scriptures has a core that uses faith energy.
Uh-huh. I
Faith
see.
is a type. I don't know if you have played your games or read your books, but mana is the core concept of the universe. Mana,
No.
then
Mm-hmm.
ki, and then energy in its purest form.
I see. I see. No, I do comprehend this. Don't worry. I've also read up on some more funner sources of material in my downtime as well.
Faith is a way to gather energy. Faith in itself is a type of mana. However, there is also a form of gathering that uses faith. All organizations that have a religious bent use faith as some form of mana gathering. Shadow Temple is no different. Our judges are our high priests, and we give scripture and service so that we gain more faith. Dedication to one of our gods. Not required.
Alright. I'm just interested in sort of like what sort of cultures have you brought together through your ranks over the years, like aside from like humanoid ones? I am very interested if you might be able to tell me such things.
Just about every form of creature that you can imagine has existed within the universe, multiverse. It is not that it is simply infinite, but it is truly infinite. And your world's media often copying something that exists within the multiverse in some form or other. Divine inspiration, I might.
Alright, so we're dealing with a. Okay. Alright, so this is basically Akasha. Got it. Got it. Um.
The Shadow Temple does not discriminate on who joins its order. However, several of our processes work best for those who are closest to the living and dead line, and for those who have bones and flesh. Having one or the other is possible, but having neither makes it very hard to enjoy our benefit.
I see.
Our classes are simply gated for those with flesh and bone.
I gotcha. So, I'm just sort of like wondering right now, Judge Sir, what sort of are you actually an elf or are you something else entirely?
My
Like,
ancestors were elves. However, by using the constitution given to us by the temple, we have slowly evolved away from our. And elf is no longer the primary race in ours.
okay.
Let's just say, don't want to know what can happen when it is removed from nature. He smiles a little bit. You see that his teeth are all pointed, all sharp.
Oh.
Nom nom.
Oh. That's a pretty interesting dot to leave off on. Okay, okay. Hmm. All right. So right now, like as things are currently stated, with like it only being like week one, and no one has really like gone up on levels yet. How could I assure that I could set up like my own court, basically?
Well, there is a trial. We can give you a constitution which is a ability that makes your body stronger and more in line with our path. It will make it a lot harder for you not go down one of our class lines in the future. However, it will make you stronger, and I believe it will help you.
I see. So you're really just only saying like a waiver if I don't, if you feel like I might not belong here specifically, like later down in the path if I don't want to take this constitution. All right.
If you do not take the Constitution, you do not take the trial and gain this ability, you can become a part of the temple, but you will always be an outer disciple. This is your moment, your choice that will allow you to become an inner disciple of the temple.
I see. So what sort of type of alterations are we talking about here?
Well,
If I'm. Mm-hmm.
look at me. You see what I look like. Several of the body altercations that, you know, are different from the average elf. Those come from the Constitution.
Mm,
The rebirth in ash.
I see. Well, honestly, right now, if this is how the world is, at least it's something that I'm a bit familiar with in terms of like codes and ethics and such. I think I might need to like take this into the inner for sure.
The thing is that our laws are simple.
Mm-hmm.
We have strict laws, but the intricacies of those laws are interpreted and created by our judges, the leaders.
I see.
Now come,
Mm-hmm.
I will grant you this baptism.
All right.
You will gain the Constitution. You will become a part of the temple as a disciple.
All right. Let's do this.
He walks forward and he guides you downstairs into the mountain. Walk past any little alcoves until you find a single, a massive circular room.
Mm-hmm.
Within the room, there are more people wearing all three colors of robes, standing in a circle, holding candles. They stand at the outer rim,
Mm-hmm.
while the judge guides you into a pit in the center of the circle.
I gotcha.
As you are walking forward, the two attendants, the executioner and the warden, they begin to strip you of your clothing.
Mm-hmm.
All of your clothes are removed and folded and set to the side of the pit, while you are naked in front of the entire temple.
All right. I don't show any visible nervousness while I display myself in front of everyone. Just simply keeping myself like confident, assured. This this might be the only way in order to excel quickly in this world.
Please lie upon this altar.
I step I step one and two, going over until I let myself lie on the altar as they described.
The altar is in the center of the circle.
Mm-hmm.
There is a at your head. There is a pedestal. Not a pedestal. Maybe I don't know. The place where a book is,
Uh-huh.
and you hear the elf begin to chant something in another language, one you've never heard before. It has the sound of scripture. It seems to be an odd mixture of Japanese and Latin and Arabic.
Mm.
As he chants, you feel a sharp cut on each of your wrists.
Oh, ooh, that really hurts.
You feel blood begin to seep out of your wrist. You feel lightheaded after a minute or two as the blood does not stop flowing. Your blood is gathered into two chalices by each of the other two, the warden and the executioner.
Yeah, this feels worse than like blood donation. Oh boy.
You feel as the warden and executioner begin to paint with your blood on your body. Your limbs feel like they are painting images of each of your bones and runes all down. Limbs, torso, everywhere. Bone.
This is quite odd.
Shadows begin to rise as the fires burning in the braziers around the altar dim. Feel extremely lightheaded as the altar seems to fall from below you. You find yourself in a pile of burning hot ash.
This hurt.
As you sink into the burning ash, you feel your body try to scramble up, but you fall down like quicksand until your mouth, your eyes, every part of you is covered in ash. You feel yourself step to a new world. Everything is gray. You are on a lonely plain. A crossroad.
Alright. What directions are there?
There are 4 directions. You are standing on one of the 4. There are 3 other paths. As you look around, you feel yourself draped in robes. You see the three people, and you see three figures appear from the darkness. One carries a torch, another a lantern, the third seems to simply glow.
Mm, okay.
Hello, child. Welcome. I believe you have seen this before, but only in glimpses. This is the true Shadow Realm.
True Shadow Realm? Hmm. So what do we do in this location?
You are receiving a baptism to increase your constitution. This is one of the things you. However, you can also meet a patron and guide yourself on your path just a little. All you need to do is walk down one of these paths in front of you. The Constitution will be yours. But if you meet a patron,
Mm-hmm.
gain confidence, one of the gods of the temple, gain more.
Hmm. That is very good instruction there. Thank you very much.
Of course, you're all members of the temple.
All right. So how are the directions spread out like before me?
There are three paths. To the left is the path with the where the person is holding a torch. The cloaked figure holding nothing but the sorry. To the left, is a cloaked figure wearing a robes and cloak that cover everything. They're holding the lantern. To the right is the person with the torch, who is a skeletal figure, white bones. And in the center is the person who has been speaking to you. It is a woman wearing a a gray dress.
Might as I inquire what sort of paths all of these involved?
We are some of the lesser gods of the temple. We are here to show you the paths to forward. I am the Night Mother. I am one of the gods of the Path of Ash. If you walk down this path, I may be able to help you to increase your affinities for the Path of Ash, becoming a judge. To the left, the shadowed and cloaked figure just plainly. I I am I am the Reaper. I am one of the gods of the Path of Shadows. I have slain many in my time. Go down my path I can help you become the greatest general of shadows. And to become great on the battlefield. And in assassination. Yeah.
Alright.
And I, the man in the white suit, says his torch. Skeleton. And I am... Well, I go by a few names. But you can call me the Shackled One. I am one of the lesser gods of the Path of Bones. If you come with me, you can create the greatest Holy Land upon your world for our temple. Craft many weapons for those that serve you. Create even golems and undead help and protect the temple.
Very intriguing. I think after my deliberation, I think I might need to follow your path, Miss Night Mother.
Of course. I understand. I see it in your eyes. You don't want to take other people's word. You felt bad about the last time you were given a hit, even though the man was more than deserving. You simply wish to be the one that adjudicates. You don't wish for any other to give you orders to kill.
Understandable. Yes, I do not want to be a contract killer. I simply want to be someone who seeks justice in this world. And possibly many more.
Well then, walk down this path. I will show you a glimpse. A vision.
Alright.
This will be my boon to you. You cannot gain a true blessing yet, my child. You cannot gain an affinity. But you can see this truth. She begins to guide you as you see her glow slightly. As you walk forward, walk and you until you reach the top of a mountain in the vision. You walked out of like smoke. You didn't like feel like you were walking up the mountain, you know? On the top of the mountain there are two men. This is one of the people who created our order. While the other, the man who became one of the first dungeons.
Wait, what? People
This
can
is-
become dungeons?
Yes, a dungeon core can contain any soul. Its own, or a mortal one, or that of a beast. Many of the dungeons upon your world are seeking to have monsters seeking to control them nearby. If you seek a high, powerful monster, find a dormant dungeon core that is just as powerful, you will probably find one nearby.
I see.
As you watch, the two people are standing on the hill, bring offerings to a small shrine. One of vegetables and the other of meat. As one gains the blessing and the other doesn't, the one that doesn't gain the blessing gains an aura of rage. He picks up a rock and he bashes the other man's head in. And as the rock bashes the head, it shatters, revealing a pure blood-red ruby. The ruby begins to float as the other man walks away, slowly being consumed by the smoke.
Quite the display. So my, so what? So what were my choices here? Like a rage
Oh, there
boost
is
or?
no choices.
Hmm?
This is simply a vision showing you one of our founders.
Okay, okay.
I
I,
admit that you may not enjoy that rage became one of our core tenets at the beginning. It was vengeance that drove us. Today, we are driven by many things. Your justice is one of them. You wish to make justice the driving force for the temple on your planet? Then rule it with an iron fist. Otherwise, vengeance may become the true ruler of your world. Or greed, or rage. Our temple does not seek to adjudicate what is right. Only the judge can do that. If you are the judge, you can make of our world what you wish.
I understand. It will be a hard, arduous task, but maybe I might be able to do so to like change the course for like my planet at the very least.
Of course, all in a good day's work, right? Now go. Go and return to the temple. You feel yourself
Alright.
wake up. You are dragged out of the burning ash. You have gained 2 notifications.
Alright. 2
First
notifications.
notification. Quest complete. Sultan of Shadows. Your reward? Lord of Shadows title. Temple of Shadows has given you a writ of nobility, granting you further
Hmm.
abilities. Unlocks the landowner's menu and the ability to claim a completed dungeon core.
Alright. This is really good.
You have also gained your next quest. Toony Tendencies. Tutorial 7 out of 10. Easy. Use your abilities to create a powerful entrance. Reward: stealth clothes.
Alright. So it's something a little bit easier now. I can appreciate that.
Your other announcement is your constitution. After being, you have gained the Baptism of Ash title. Constitution. After being buried in the temple's ash, your mortality has been burned away.
Wait, what? Wait, what? My
Partially.
mortality?
Yeah, would you like to look at yourself?
Yes.
You look down at your arms and you realize that your skin has grown darker. It is more closer to a gray, dark tan. Grayish dark tan. As you are guided away from the pit, you are given a robe to wear. You are guided to a mirror.
Mm-hmm.
You look into the mirror, and you see what you look like now.
Huh.
You now have stark white hair.
Whoa, this kind of makes me feel like I've aged quite a lot. Just looking at all this hair.
And
Jeez.
your eyes have changed color as well.
Ugh. Is that me? Is that supposed to be me?
Yes,
Me?
you have joined us. You've gained the Constitution.
I mean, dang, this. I mean, this kind of changes how I see myself now, quite literally.
Oh, hopefully it'll change it in a good way.
Hmm. Yeah, I mean, right now I can't really say I look cute anymore, which is a poor shame, but still. I
I
mean,
don't know.
honestly,
I think that you look fairly good. Notice your skin color is the same color as his.
I mean, I'm not, I'm not trying to say anything. I just meant about from like my own perspective from like how I looked before. That was really it.
Mm-hmm. Your eyes have also, turned black, but not pitch black. Anyway, um, I suppose I should let you return. May I ask what your next quest is? I don't know how to pause this. Silver knows how to pause this. Okay. As our intrepid hero is given the ability to return, he realizes what he now looks like. Decides to play a trick on his friends. Thank you everybody for listening. This has been System Wasteland, and we will be returning next week with more of it. Or this week. I don't know when this is being uploaded. Anyway, in any case, the next session will include the return of Dominic Noble. Wait, wasn't it Dominic? No. Oh, right. Dominic Noble's a different. Okay. Dominic Cano to the to Earth, where he will have to explain his new look to all of his friends. We'll catch you next time. And the comment question of the day.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Uh, would you trust mysterious gods as they let you take you away?
Trust mysterious gods. I mean, honestly, like it depends on after checking out the information before making an agreement. But I mean, if they don't give you a choice, then it's like you either take them immediately
You had a
or
choice.
I
You
had a
walk
choice.
backwards.
Yeah, but honestly, I think the choice was made, and I basically possibly would have done the same thing IRL. So,
Wonderful. Thank you
yeah.
everybody for listening. It's been System Wasteland. And goodbye.